Hey everyone, welcome back to another Serprep video, and in this video we're going to look at the AIME 1 problem number 2 2021 contest. So in the diagram below, ABCD is a rectangle with side lengths AB is equal to 3 and BC is equal to 11, and AECF is a rectangle with side lengths AF is equal to 7 and FC is equal to 9. The area of the shaded region, which is common to the interiors, is M over N, and we're asked to find what M plus N is. So essentially what we need to do is figure out the area of this region. And we already know, we can easily figure this out by just solving for the length of this. So I'm going to call this length x. And the reason why we can just use the length is because we already know the height. And the height is simply just 3. So I'm also going to give a value of 3 to DC. And I'm going to call the intersection of FC and ADG. And now we know that these two are similar triangles. AFG and CDG are similar triangles. So we can say that AFG is similar to triangle CDG. And the reason being is, well, first of all, they share an angle with the right angles, and they also share this angle over here. And by angle-angle similarity, these become similar. So now, what is essentially left to be solved is simply just x. So first of all, we can basically figure out that GD is equal to 11 minus x. And the reason why it's equal to 11 minus x is because BC, which is also equal to AD, is equal to 11. So if AG is already equal to 11, is already equal to x, well then the remainder must be 11 minus x, which is what GD is equal to. And then using similarity, we can solve for FG in terms of x, and that would be equal to 7/3 times 11 minus x. And the reason why it's 7/3 is because AF and CD are kind of like the common sides, the shared sides, which have numbers on them. So we can just use their ratio, which is 7/3, and then use that to solve for FG. And we can do something similar to solve for GC, which is the hypotenuse of the smaller triangle. And essentially, the value for that is going to be 3/7 x. So the reason is because x is a common side over here, and the ratio of the small triangle to the big triangle is 3/7. So we get 3/7 x over here. And now since we have these two values over here, we can solve for x, because we know that FC is equal to 9. So what that means is we can just do 7/3 times 11 minus x plus 3/7 x is equal to 9, right? And what we can do now is multiply by 21 to kind of get rid of the denominators. So if we multiply by 21, we essentially just multiply by 21 the entire thing over here. So that gives us 49 times 11 minus x plus, 9x is equal to 21 times 9 is equal to 189. So 49 times 11, well, that's going to be 539 minus 49x plus 9x equals to 189. So if we simplify this, well, we can get negative 40x on the left-hand side of the equation, and on the right-hand side of the equation, we would end up with a negative 350, and solving for x, that gives us 35 over 4. And now that we have the answer for x, we can just simply use the answer for x and solve for the area. So 35 over 4 times 3, well, that's going to give us 105 over 4 in terms of the area. But that's not the end of it. We need to figure out what m, which is the numerator, plus n, which is the denominator, is. So 105 plus 4 gives us 109, which is the final answer.